Hi, Steve Reeder.
Hi.
We're at the beautiful Awani Lodge, and I've just finished your first seminar of the 3-day Vintners holidays, and you're all about storytelling, so we're going to hang out and
Yeah, that was
hear
a
story.
great seminar. We did the Alexander Valley Reserve Block seminar. Got to show people 5 different components of our reserve cab. But during that time, Peter Marks introduced me, and he told a little bit about how I got into business. But I thought it was a pretty fascinating story, and it's dear to my heart now, too, because I just went back to where it all started, and that's Linton, Indiana.
Oh, wow.
Small little farming town in Indiana. I grew up in the Air Force. My father was a pilot, and one time when we were getting ready to move to Germany, he sent my brother and I up to my uncle's house in Indiana, his farm actually, self-sustaining farm. One day he says, "Steve, I'm out of beer, we're going to brew beer." And at 13, I remember distinctly pouring the Blue Ribbon malt in and boiling it, and then the Red Star yeast, and then I slept at the cot in the root cellar next to it and listened to it gurgle and bubble. He let me taste it, and you know, at that time it was just fun. I didn't think much about it, but I moved from there to Germany, where pretty much you can put the money on the counter, you can buy. So I started tasting very fine, lagers and dark beers and so forth. And so when I returned to the United States in the early 70s, my newfound friends handed me the best beer in the United States, Coors. You had to drive all the way to Colorado to get it. And I said, wow, they left the flavor along the road. So I searched out the nearest home winemaking and brewing supply store, which is only about 2 miles down the road. Started brewing my own beer at home. And then in just a happenstance meeting at the first Virginia Middleburg Festival in 1975, I met Amit Dinsmore-Webb, the chairman of the Viticulture and Enology Department at UC Davis. I had no idea that you could get a degree in winemaking or brewing, and signed me up. And so the event with Uncle Tony, the meeting with Dr. Webb, 2 individual events separate that came together and created. I just went back and visited my Aunt Jo on the farm. Uncle Tony died about 10 years ago, but I went back with my wife and we paid homage to my Aunt Jo and the farm where it all started just 2 weeks ago.
And when you retire, you're going to do a boutique little brewery thing going up in the Napa Valley. You're already doing it.
Well, I still brew beer at home a little bit, but there's so many great beers around nowadays that you don't need to work that hard. But I'm not really sure what I'm going to do in retirement, because I'm having too much fun right now, wanting to continue what I'm doing now.
And in case people don't know who you are, you're Steve Reeder. You're the head
Steve
winemaker.
Reeder. I'm the vice president, winemaker, and general manager for Simi Winery.
Simi, that's the winery.
Correct. Healdsburg, California.
It's just great cab that we just tasted from the Alexander Valley. And Steve, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Big Women in Wine, hello.